when you have people, we have politicians and children of politicians who will attack a Muslim woman in Congress for talking about lobbyist groups and organizations that have dumped millions of dollars into the Islamophobic industry and call her anti-Semitic for it, but have not said a single word, have not condemned a single time the 26,000 bombs that were dropped on Muslim countries in 2016 alone. When people come out, in 2016 when Trump announced his Muslim ban, I went to the protests in Washington Square Park, I went to the protests over here, and it was filled with people who were using the suffering of Muslims to promote partisan politics, ignoring Muslim voices. Muslims at that protest were chanting, from Palestine to Mexico, all the walls have got to go. Every single time this chant was started by Muslim activists, it was drowned out by non-Muslims saying, the people united will never be defeated, to undermine the reality that there are walls, just like there are walls being built in America against immigrants. There are walls built around the world that Americans support, the same Americans who oppose those walls. If you are against Donald Trump's Muslim ban, if you are against Donald Trump's wall, but you support the walls built against Palestinian Muslims and Christians and Jews, if you are against that, if you are against the shootings, Muslims dying by guns, but you have no issues with Muslims dying by bombs and mosques that are centuries old destroyed in the rubble, then you are an Islamophobe. You are an Islamophobe. You are not a supporter of Muslims. If you go to a vigil yesterday, if you go to you went to the vigil
Socialism for everyone. That sounds great.
That's great. We have to make it happen.
Yeah, that's true. But
we're not basing on models that have already happened.
The fundamental question, though, is what will socialism bring? It's good socialism for everyone. What is it going to bring?
What do you mean? What will
What will it bring? I mean, if we...
It's a society. It's a society based on cooperation rather than competition, basically, at its root.
How can it make people
Not like
cooperate?
class, and ultimately a classless society.
So there are no classes in socialism.
No.
But are you talking about sort of utopian socialism, or are you talking about the...
No, we're talking about the real possibility that people could actually take charge of a society and build one themselves.
You know what I don't understand?
Yeah.
Is that we've been...
It has happened before. It takes a leap of imagination.
But how come is that, I mean, being devil's advocate, how come is that it's been 100 years since 1917 revolution?
Since what?
Since 1917 revolution,
yeah.
every single time when they tried to build socialism, it failed.
Yeah,
Well,
because
why?
it has to be a global system. It has to be a global project. It can't be in one country.
But it was way more than one country.
No, I
way
understand,
more.
but not the bigger industrial countries. Never.
Russia was an industrial country.
No.
China wasn't. And there's a two huge countries in terms of land mass
No,
and
but their
population.
revolutions were made in backward circumstances. They were backwards, and then they tried to catch up.
I
And
see.
they succeeded to a certain extent. I mean, the
And
Soviet
what-
Union became a major power, but it didn't start out that way. Its revolution didn't take place in conditions of prosperity and wealth.
But
If
that's
we
all-
had a revolution here, all of the circumstances exist. It couldn't be so easy to develop socialism in this country. We just have to kick out the system that's in place, with the billionaires winning elections
But
and running everything.
that's the funniest thing. I mean, being again devil's advocate. So it tells me that for socialism to succeed, you have to take it over from a previously successful capitalist system. Because we're talking about billionaires, and billionaires became billionaires in a capitalist society. So now for socialism to succeed worldwide, they have to be capitalists first, to follow your logic, no?
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but you just said that, like, Russia was a backwards country.
We're not taking over the structure of capitalism. We're taking over the wealth that existed.
But the wealth was created through capitalist system, no?
No, the wealth is created through people's labor. And it's been stolen by capitalists through the capitalist system.
And supported the
I see.
Iraq
So you think that
You're playing devil's advocate.
Americans.
trying
your
to.
own answers to these questions.
Both are fascist.
Well, I'm just
Both are racist.
trying to understand, socialism.
Well, when you say, what do you mean when you say capitalism has created the wealth? What do you mean by that?
Look, I came from the USSR originally.
Okay. Where are you from?
Moscow.
Oh my God.
So I live
из Москвы.
Из Москвы, exactly. Говорите по-русски?
I just want to say,
Я занимался 2 года.
All right.
В университете.
Where? Middlebury?
No.
Vermont? No.
University of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay, because I met so many kids from Middlebury while I was living over
Because they
there.
had a Russian program.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they funneled people into like national security and stuff like that. Didn't they from Middlebury? Wasn't that like a factory to send people to government?
Look, see, the problem is when I lived in the USSR, all Americans were the same to me. So when they would tell me that, I would tell them, I love Reagan. And they would squirm, it's like, Reagan, ugh. I just couldn't understand. And it was like, wait a minute, if I love Reagan, it's an American president, how can you squirm at an American president? How can you dislike that figure? And by the way, to me, he's the one who made me free. Of course, now coming here and seeing all these different viewpoints.
When did you come?
1988.
88. So that's early on.
I was 29 years old. So, when we talk about socialism, it's not like I was a little kid. I just spoke with other guy who is here, whose parents are staunch conservatives. They're from Russia. And he doesn't know who he is, actually. He's in his 30s already. We just saw the system, we lived it, and with all due respect, when you see socialism is for everyone, it's like everyone's living in misery, because that's how we live, in misery, total, abject misery.
I know, but we don't look to that as a model. What the Soviet Union was, the Stalinist Soviet Union. We're not proposing that as a model, or China.
Look, I understand it. I love reading philosophy, reading books. There's so many different books and so many different subjects written about, right? So, but it's a different story when you try to implement this philosophy and impose it on the real people, with the real desires and real feelings and the real ambitions.
Those were the people in 1917. They were real people with real desires and real ambitions, and they made a revolution.
Well, they made a revolution.
Because of circumstances, it was reversed.
But they
turned into its opposite.
Yeah, but isn't it something that happened in every single so-called socialist country? I know you will turn, they were not true socialists. But
it has to be worldwide. That's the whole question.
And denounce it. Yet they do nothing when it comes to the systemic racism that exists in New York City.
See ya.
Let's get something straight.
It has to be a global
revolution. And then it will succeed.
Because the forces of capitalism are going to destroy every individual revolution that take place, which is what has happened. So, you say there have been revolutions all over the place, which had beginnings that were positive.
How was it positive when you started a revolution? And again,
it wasn't positive to get rid of the Tsar.
No, listen. If you cannot blame me for not knowing Marxism, Leninism, we were force-fed all this philosophy, okay?
But now after that, after being force-fed, what's your understanding of
my understanding of revolution, and it's not even understanding, it's just factual thing. It started with the Red Terror. They were murdering hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of innocent people.
When was this?
From the get-go, right in 1917. Right from the get-go. Right there.
I have no idea what history that is.
There were two revolutions in Russia. I'm sure you know that.
February and
Exactly, in October.
Or about 1905.
No, I'm talking about 1917. There were two revolutions in 1917.
I've read Trotsky's history of the Russian Revolution.
Kerensky, Kerensky?
Yeah, of course.
So
the
Kerensky
was in every government that followed. He was the one. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Well, okay, but the bottom line is that, going back to how it started.
Red Scare are you talking about?
Red Terror, not scare, Red Terror. It started right off. Lenin, and just even before the revolution happened, in October, November, depending on what calendar you use in the USSR, the Bolshevik. I'm sure you know the Bolsheviks. Right there, the lie started. Because Bolsheviks in Duma Duma was an actual democratic legislator created by Kerensky, right? Yeah. So there were the elections. The Lenin's party lost. It lost in those elections, right? So Bolshevik in Russian, I'm sure, you know, Bolshevik means majority. And Menshevik means the minority.
Right.
So here's Duma. So they're doing their business as the legislator does. Lenin sends his sailors, his Marines to Duma with the bayonets. He declares himself and his party Bolshevik the majority, while in reality they were the minority. I mean, is this how you kind of start the revolution? I'm sure you would support kind of democratic elections and legislative process, right or wrong?
Right to a point, but the elections don't necessarily reflect the will of the majority of the people.
Since when? The elections do not reflect
the president of this country right now?
He was elected.
Who got the most votes?
It doesn't matter, and here's why. Wait.
No. You can't tell me that there was a democratic process that elected Trump.
You're trying
when Hillary Clinton got 3 million more popular votes?
Okay, so...
That's a democratic process?
Yes, it is, and here's why. Let me explain why. If you give me just 30 seconds, it's a very simple process.
Yeah.
I mean, when you run your presidential campaign, you base it on the current conditions, current circumstances. If we have electoral college, then you base your strategy.
We disagree on that. I mean, that doesn't negate the statement that I first made.
No.
That elections don't necessarily reflect the will of the majority of the people.
Because we're not
statement is still true.
Because we're not a democracy. Yes, it is true, but we're not a democracy.
Now we're talking about something else.
We're talking about.
But you were talking about the
republic, constitutional republic.
You were talking about the importance of elections. And
of course, it's important. But here's the difference: when they are not a slight minority of 3 million people, which is just a few percentage points. When we're talking about a huge difference, and by the way, nobody sent sailors or Marines into our government to take power over. It didn't happen. We just followed the current system. That's it.
But that will happen when it becomes necessary. They don't need that now. The system that exists now doesn't need that. It has a propaganda system, where for a certain amount of money you can buy all the advertising you want. Your candidates get all the exposure. That's how it's done.
Yeah, you can
if they need to send bayonets in, they will, and that's why we're here today.
You think Trump will? But here's another thing.
I didn't say Trump will, but it could.
But when you call it fascism, I mean, the word's supposed to have meaning. I mean, fascism, do you think that in Hitler's Germany you would be able to protest?
They've already addressed that from here. We're not in fascism now.
Oh, we're not. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Listening?
Well, I was mostly talking to people like yourself. I want like one-on-one interaction.
No, they were.
Okay, so it's not fascist. Okay, thank God we grant that. Okay,
we wouldn't be able to.
Exactly. Well, some people don't, but at least we grant that. But now, when we talk about the world revolution, how do you think it's going to start? Is it going to be a bloodless revolution, a bloody revolution? What is going to entail?
It can't be bloodless revolution because the ruling class will not allow that. They don't care if they're putting kids in cages at the border.
But who would you call a ruling class? I mean, if you're, let's say, businessman, would a businessman be a ruling class?
The biggest banks,
small businesses,
the biggest companies. No,
small businesses
play a role when fascism comes to power, but they're not the ones who are behind it. You know that. You've read all this stuff. You've read fascism in big business.
Of course I do. And that's why I'm surprised that people in America would have this kind of rally in America. That's why I'm flabbergasted to see people like this over here, including yourself, I'm sorry to say.
Well, so what do you think about the rise in hate crimes? What do you think about
no rise. The hate
what do you think about
mostly...
the guys in Charlottesville, Virginia, the guy who drove his car into a peaceful demonstration and killed a woman?
I saw so much...
What do you think about the shootings in Pittsburgh of the synagogue? What do you think about what happened in New Zealand?
It's reprehensible, but it has nothing to do with the riot.
And we don't need to do anything about it.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
What are we going to do about it?
Well, how about creating more psychiatric wards?
See, that's crazy.
Well, it is because they're crazy people. Because they're crazy.
No, it's not about crazy people. It's about a social disease. It's not about one crazy person here.
Okay, how about if I heard so much craziness right here in Israel?
That's like saying if Hitler went to a psychiatrist, World War II wouldn't have happened or something like that.
So are you trying to say that Trump encourages this kind of behavior? I mean, seriously?
Absolutely.
And how does he do that?
How does he do it? Because after something like Charlottesville, he says they were very fine people there.
Well, you took it out of the context.
No,
there were fine people everywhere. There were fine people. Are you a fine person? Would you consider yourself a fine person?
That was not what he said.
No, but are you a fine person? You are a fine person. I'm sure you'll consider yourself.
Why do I need to answer that?
Well, the reason I'm bringing it up is because you want a worldwide bloody revolution, right?
I didn't say that.
Well, you just said that the revolution to succeed, it has to be bloody revolution.
I don't think that the people in charge would allow it not to be bloody. I don't think that the people fighting for basic democratic rights want violence.
What I wrote.
But you would condone
when they
it.
fight for basic,
But you would.
look at the history of anything. Look at the history of labor. When people fight for basic democratic rights to unionize for a $15 minimum wage for anything, they send in the troops, they shoot them down. That's the history of fighting back.
Back then, like 100 years
It's not
ago.
violence on the side of people who want these basic rights.
Well, there was. What do you think are the basic rights, by the way? Speaking of, do you think future?
It's just too much. We're just all over the place. It's just too
Well,
much.
it's just the way jumping
I
from
know,
one thing.
we're jumping too much.
Gather around over there.
All right, well, спасибо.
Okay.
See ya.
And if for some reason you need to leave, please leave in a group. And if you don't feel safe, please talk to a marshal. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you're not marching with us, please check out our Facebook page, UARF NYC. Come to our next meeting. Help us make this stronger, better, more diverse and broad. And thank you so much for being here today. And let's go to Washington Square Park. All right, everyone. Thank you.
I actually met Lula. I have a picture with him.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, nice. So you want to do the interview now?
If you want to, sure.
Are you from the media too? No.
I'm not really media. It's
Eu vi que você-
just
você-
little, you know, YouTube channel. You know,
Tá bom, legal. Como é que se chama?
Tá bom.
Como é que você chama?
I love Portuguese language.
What's
It
your
is-
name? Sorry.
Vladimir?
Wait a minute.
Sure.
Let me get your...
Sure.
My name is Miriam, okay?
Sure, pleasure. So, do you want to talk or you got to run?
Huh?
Do you have to run? Do you have to go?
Yes, we must go. We are going to, if you want to come with us, we are going to the People's Forum. There is the Congress people from Brazil, the wife of Marielle
Where?
Franco will be there.
You mean...
Midtown.
So are they going to be outside or inside someplace?
Inside,
Oh,
the
inside.
People's Forum.
Oh, I see. No, no.
37th Street between 8 and 9. 320. So, you
I
have
also
to go.
Portuguese?
Brasileiro.
Brasileiro. I mean Brazil, what I'm talking about, Portuguese.
But
Brazil.
it's community, sort of community center.
To the bank, to the bone.
You gotta go visit People's Forum, 320 West 37.
What do you do over there?
Oh, this is a place of meetings. It's like, you know the gay community center?
Gay community center?
Yeah,
I'm not gay.
No, but you know the building on 13th Street.
Not really, but okay. Why am I supposed to? If I'm not gay, why am I supposed to know?
You're a New Yorker. You should
I
know.
am not gay.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. But let me tell you.
Well, it matters. Why would I care about the building? But anyway, so what do you do over there, right?
It's like a community space for leftists to meet.
Leftist. So are you a leftist?
Yes.
Oh,
totally
okay.
socialist.
So what do you think about Bolsonaro?
Oh, we hate them.
You hate him, really?
Of course, he's.
But why is Lula behind bars? I mean, what's wrong with Lula? I met him, by the way. If a picture with your president.
Because he was gonna win the election.
Oh, so you think he is behind bars?
There is a word called warfare. Warfare.
Warfare,
Check, and you're gonna know why Lula is.
I see. Okay.
Warfare. Go
Warfare. All right.
I'm gonna join in on this. Skinny jeans. We got one already. Held up by suspenders.
What is an Antifa exercise?
My knees are killing me. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Gay. What does it say? Boys unite. Okay.
Take back the dance hall.
I'm sorry?
He's taking back the dance hall.
Oh, the dance hall. All right. So you're marching? You're not marching? You are?
Just taking a walk in the park, really.
Yeah.
Enjoying the beautiful day.
It is. Wow, amazing. Finally. Whew, the spring is almost here. Are you Irish? I see this shamrock.
We're all Irish, right?
Well, I guess so. I mean, coming from. Well, yeah, maybe.
Nah, I painted this on for St. Patty's Day.
Oh, so you're not Irish?
Little pen.
I see.
Nah,
well, but you wear kind of Irish colors. Antifa has Irish colors, by the way. Is this the original color of Antifa flag or no?
It's a Rojovian. Rojovian revolution in northern Syria.
Oh, is this how you pronounce it? I thought it's Rojava. Rojava? I think it's Rojava, no? Oh.
Probably. Tomato.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did someone say that?
Anyway, word.
All right. Yeah, you too. So what do you guys do? I mean, why are you wearing this Antifa flag? Usually people are scared of Antifa. I see nothing scary about you guys.
Don't want to scare nobody. Just love a lot. We love a lot.
Love a lot. Okay.
Yeah. I'm holding this for somebody.
So it's not really your flag. I see.
I feel like I was probably really scary while I was stretching, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm joking the perception, but occasionally, unfortunately, it's not just the perception. I mean, you really see these violent demonstrations, breaking like the storefronts and stuff like that. I hope, this is not what you guys do.
Hey, there's a time for everything, right?
Oh, I see. All right. Time to go?
Well, we're waiting for our buddy, but hopefully we could even on the way back, right?
I saw a GOP elephant somewhere on your skirt.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. No, it's over here.
So what does it say?
That is from a protest of the DNC in like 2003-ish, maybe.
So this is not the commercial skirt. I was like, where did you buy it?
I did not buy it. I sewed shit to it.
I see. All right.